All right, so let's just start off. Everybody find your seated mountain. And take a moment. And for me, this is kind of that, it's that cue, right? Once my body starts to align itself, then my mind starts to align itself. If you're seated cross-legged, you can press the edges of your feet down into the ground. Notice how that spiral moves up through the outside of the legs into the hips and up through the spine. Draw the belly button in slightly. Broaden the collarbones, lift up the sternum. Take a moment and notice if your right and left eardrum are equidistant from your right and left shoulder. And then notice as well if your rib cage is, mine has a tendency to turn to the right because of a iliacus issue. So I'm going to literally pick it up and bring it back around. Okay, and as per always in a seated posture, make sure your hips are higher than your knees. And then the earthly doors are closed, so that is the pelvic floor. Draw up on the pelvic floor. That's Mula Bandha in Yoga Land. Draw up. And then begin to migrate upward. Find where your trachea branches down into the right and left lung. So line that up, that dome, with the roof of the mouth and the crown of the skull. The crown of the skull is the heavenly gate. We'll just start off with some simple breath work. As we inhale, gently hold it. And exhale. And what I'm going to utilize now is just the Tai Chi Mudra. So my left hand is going to be over my right, thumb webbing is together, hands are at the lower dantian. Inhaling. And exhale out through the crown of the skull. And let's do that again, but we're going to utilize a Jalandhara Bandha throat lock, toning the vagus nerve. So deep inhale. Drop the chin down into the sternum, lengthening the back of the neck. Retain the breath. Lift the chin and exhale out through the crown of the skull. And we'll do that one more time. Deep inhale. Dropping the chin into the sternal notch. Retain the breath. Lift the chin, unfurling yourself, and exhale out through the crown of the skull. All right, what we're doing is opening the central channel, the spiritual needle. And just take a regular inhale and exhale. And just kind of scan through your body, notice any tension or tightness. Let it dissolve. Any grasping or aversion, let it dissolve. Any sounds that you hear, notice where and how they pass through you. And any thoughts that you have, notice where and how they pass through you. And as we're inhaling and exhaling, see if you can bring your awareness to, as we inhale, your liver gently drops down and to the right a little bit so that your lungs can expand. And as you exhale, it shifts back into the central line. Just see if you can notice that. And also bring your awareness to your back ribs, inhaling and exhaling. See where you are in the room that you're in. And begin to notice the elements around you. And the elements within you. Water and fire, wood and earth. And the metal element of the lungs. And then you can just inhale, release the mudra, turn the palms up. Allow the sun and the moon and the stars to fall into your palms. Turn your palms down. Feel the energy of the earth rising up to meet you. And slowly just press down. Notice how you're condensing space. You can feel the heat as it gets closer to your body. And then feel the human, comprised of all of the elements. And then we'll just do the seated practice, and then we'll come into the standing practice, okay? So you can follow along. We begin with the open mudra, which you can see down in the lower left is they call it the triple burner. And the sound is she. And yeah, I'm just going to leave that up there for right now. And then you can join me. You can keep yourselves muted or you can unmute. All right, so my palms are like this. Earthly door is closed, heavenly gate is open. Inhale. She. going to move into each element will be 3 times. And because we are in summer, we start with fire. So this is thumb over middle finger. And the sound is he. Yeah. Okay. And again, as in any practice, don't take my word for it. Notice what happens when you press the thumb into the nail bed of the middle finger and then release. And just notice where you feel that. For some of you, it may be very immediate. Others, not so much. Each organ may be very different too. Okay. So just notice. And then we're going to start down here. Okay, the color is red. And the idea is that we're facing south. Deep inhale. Okay, and you spit into the earth at the end. And back to center. Thumb over middle finger. Inhale. And the idea is that you're drawing in like ruby red light to nourish your heart. Or for me, sometimes it's the color of an African sunset. Thumb over middle finger. Inhale. And then slowly back to center. Again, every cell of your body and specifically your palms too, reading the air. And then we move to the ring finger, right? So we go in a sequence sequence of the ring finger, which is the liver. And the color is green. And you can see that over on the left. And this is associated with wood elements. So you can think of like the new shoots of the plants and the trees as they rise from the earth, nourishing your liver. The sound is shu. Deep inhale. Shu. Back to center. Thumb over ring finger. Inhaling. And one more. Slowly, slowly gathering. Remember, Qi is universal, it's everywhere. Thumb over ring finger, inhale. Okay, any imagery, colors that arise, notice. Coming back to center. Then we move to the pinky. This is associated with the kidneys. The element is water. right? And what we imagine drawing in is the beauty of the aurora borealis, the northern lights, into our kidneys. Okay, and everybody right now is dealing with some kind of adrenal exhaustion. All right, so the adrenal glands sitting on top of the kidneys, so we want to nourish them. Okay, and the color is it's like a blue, black, green. It's almost like, for me, I imagine that I'm standing in an ocean of phosphorescence, and above me are the northern lights, and I can draw all of it into my kidneys. Not a bad place to be. So thumb over, ring finger. And I encourage you to also, even when you, pinky finger, when you do that, notice which kidney may be different than the other. My right feels more kind of dense. So just notice what you notice, right? These practices, Qigong practices, are diagnostic, right? We're using our conscious connection of our mind to our bodies, to the elements, to energy, to be like, oh yeah, this needs some attending to. Okay, so thumb over pinky, seated mountain. Earthly doors are closed, heavenly gate is open, and the sound is shui. And let me pull this up down here. Facing north. Inhale. And slowly, slowly back to center. Space moving through space. Thumb over pinky. Inhale. Right, one more. And again, as you're coming to center, condensing, harnessing, reading. Thumb over pinky. Inhale. Back to center. See if you can feel the air moving in between your fingers. And now it's forefinger over thumb. And this is, and, and again, right? Notice what you feel. Hello, spleen. The element is earth, the organ is the spleen, and the color is yellow. I'm just going to extend my leg long there. Okay. And the sound is whoo. Ah, it's so interesting. I can say it, and my spleen's like, yes. Seated mountain. Inhale. Back to center. You can imagine the deep, rich ochre of the earth flowing into your spleen. forefinger over thumb. Inhale. And you may also notice sometimes you can taste stuff. Yeah. As we're clearing organs. It's the kind of the same as when you do prostrations. One more. Forefinger over thumb. Right? And you can really utilize your mind to funnel that energy and that earth element. Inhale. Ooh. Back to center. Noticing, navigating. And now thumb over pointer finger. Oh, that was so immediate. That's lungs. Wow. The color is white. The element is metal. The sound is All right, so notice what you notice. But you can imagine drawing in white light to clear your lungs. So, seated mountain, earthly doors, heavenly gate. Even perhaps noticing which lung may feel different than the other. Inhale. And back to center. Thumb over forefinger. Inhale. Last one. You can imagine that every single cell of your lungs is practicing. So notice what happens if each cell of your lungs is doing mudra, saying sound, visualizing. Inhale. And back to center. And we'll end with the triple burner no mudra, which is the Qi sound. Okay. Inhale. And then to kind of formally close that practice, what we're going to do is draw our arms around. Fingertips face each other, the palms face the earth, smoothing down. Pause and notice. Look inside. Listen inside. So, as I said, this is the diagnostic. It's like when we do the microcosmic orbit, right? So for me, what I would do and what I will do after our session is attend to the organs that need more attention. My lungs, for sure. I think I'll probably also do some Kapalabhati, skull shining breath to clear the lungs. And then also my spleen was needing some, it was like, help. So we're going to come and stand and do the whole practice, the whole physical form. Does anybody have anything that came up that they want to talk about before we do that?
Gina, thank you. I love that practice. Just a quick question on the order. Does it, because the diagram, sorry, I'm a designer. So does the arrows go one way? We ignore the arrows?
So
Sorry.
we start, so see down at the bottom right, it says Earth start dates. So we kind of go off of that because everything rises from the Earth. So, but we are in summer, like this summer now, right? So you start where you are. And then, but it's based off of the Earth. Does that make sense? Yeah, it can get it. It's almost, Qi Gong, just like Tibetan Buddhism, it's got like lots of numbers and categories, and it takes a while. There's 6 of this and 3 of that. And but we're gonna come and stand now, okay? So Anna, I know you weren't with us last. Let me stop sharing. And I'll spotlight myself too. You weren't with us last time when we did the moving practice, but it's super easy to follow along.
Gina, can I just say my spleen felt really sensitive, lots going on there, and my lungs, physically, I think my lungs, it feels physical more than anything, my lungs. I can see it. I can see a pile of black in each corner of my lungs here.
Oh, okay.
Just me and I've got a big imagination, but yeah.
Yeah, no, me too. I live in like magical thinking land. Okay, so when we're moving through the practice, and I'll tell you what the elements are. Notice what comes up. And we'll come back again to this next week because I really want to make sure that people have this for themselves. And I think I've mentioned, like, it's really beautiful to practice this in the elements, especially here in New York, practicing next to the river is profound. All right. So actually, everybody just do kind of like a quick little shake, shake out the wrists, the ankles, butter the lips. You can jump up and down. Do a little forward fold, keeping the knees bent. Let the head go, let it hang. And a little pat. So go for like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to your mountain. So standing mountain, the feet are together or hip width apart. We'll be in our Taiji Mudra. Hands come together at the thumb webbing, just below the belly button at the lower dantian. Okay, and notice if I'm leaning forward, I think that's because of Zoom, right? So I like this little trick. If you press the skull upward, Thomas showed this recently, my teacher and friend, and then relax the rest of the body, everything kind of comes into traction. Inhaling and exhaling. Earthly door is closed. The toes are gripping the earth, so the arches raise. That's the bubbling well. Tongue can be pressed against the roof of the mouth at the back of the teeth. And the crown of the skull is open. That is the heavenly gate. So before we go anywhere, connect to the energy moving up through the earth, up through you. And also down through the heavenly gates, through your body, through the planet. Spiritual needle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Release the mudra. Read the air. Step the left foot out at a 45-degree angle. We're going to inhale, heel, toe, step forward into fire. This is the element associated with the heart. You can imagine flames rising through your fingertips. And then exhale, water. So feel, if you can see from the side, I go through monkey back. Here's my kidneys, water. Step back, mountain. Inhale. Okay, we'll do the same. Exhale, release the mudra. Step the right foot to 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise up. Fire. Exhale, flames from your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Flow. Like water. Step back, mountain. Okay, and I'm going to turn back to face you guys. And then inhale. Exhale. Release the mudra. We're going to do earth element now. So drawing the earth into your body, turn the fingertips, palms up. When you get right to chest level, intertwine the fingertips, thumb tips press together. Inhale. Press up. And then exhale, pull apart. Inhale. Exhale, push outward. Push, 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 push. Feel the earth flowing up into your body. And then straighten the fingers, expanding all of the elements and your joints. And then inhale. Exhale, pressing down. Hands come back into the Tai Chi Mudra. Inhale. Exhale, release. Step the left foot out at a 45-degree angle. Step the right foot forward. Right knee is over the ankle. Try to square the hips. Okay, this is like a high warrior one. Bring the hands into bear. Inhale. Pressing out slightly, right? So this is your big bare chest. Feel your back ribs. And then exhale, twisting to the right. Feel the energy between the palms. This is metal element. Lungs. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Inhale. Exhale, stepping back, mountain. Pause and notice. Inhale. Exhale, release. Turn the foot out at the right foot out at a 45-degree angle. Step the left foot forward, squaring those hips. Arms come into bear. Inhale. Pressing out. Exhale. Twisting to the left. Inhale. And exhale, wood element. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Step back, mountain. Earthly doors are closed, heavenly gate. We'll do that one, maybe two more times, okay? So inhale. Exhale, release the mudra. Step the left foot out at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise up, fire. See if you can find the underside of your sternum and your heart emblazoning. I like to imagine it's an emblazoning an Om. Right? Like that's your breast shield. Inhale. Exhale, flow. Water. Step back, mountain. Right? Perhaps reminding yourself that our bodies themselves are prayer wheels. So notice what you are spinning out into the world with each movement. Inhale. Exhale, release the mudra. Step the right foot out at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, rising up. Fire. Hold it. See if you can be on your tippy toes. Flames coming almost like the flames of compassion from every cell of your body. Inhale. And then exhale, flowing like water. Stepping back, mountain. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, gather earth. Roll the shoulders back, intertwine the fingers, thumb tips come together, press up. Inhale. Exhale. Pulling the hands apart and pressing outward as though you were a Dharma protector. Inhale. Exhale. Expand. Reach your fingertips to wrap around the planet and then press down. Taiji Mudra. Inhale. Exhale, release. Turn the foot out at a 45-degree angle, left foot. Step the right foot forward. Inhale. Come into bear. Exhale. Twist to the left. Straighten that back leg. Press on the back edge of that back foot so you're not collapsing on the inside of the foot or the ankle. And hold here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, stepping back, mountain. Pause and notice. Inhale. Exhale, release. Step the right foot out at a 45-degree angle. Step the left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Turning to the right, wood element. Feel all of the energy of wood flowing into your liver. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Inhale. Exhale, step back. Mountain. Pause and notice. And then what we'll do here is release the mudra. Draw the arms around. Fingertips face each other, the palms face the earth. Smoothing down the subtle body meridians, coming into Taiji Mudra. So what I'd like to do is we're going to come and sit, and I want to share the formal closing practice for this. Kind of important because we've moved around a lot of Qi and we're going to draw that Qi. And better harness it and cultivate it. It's funny to look in my room. I have definitely some interesting things here. All right, so formal closing practice. Take the hands. You're going to rub them together. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. And then we're going to gulp down the Qi that we have cultivated in our palms, gulp it down into the lower dantian. And begin to draw the hands over the scalp, fingertips over the scalp, coming down the sides of the neck. And coming back in the back of the neck, almost like fingertips come to the midline and then draw them down. Do that one more time. And then take the palms of the hands, press into the eyes, eye sockets, rotate the eyes clockwise and then counterclockwise 9 times. And you may start to feel fluid draining down through the sinuses into the eustachian tube. Okay, and then fingertips, forefinger and middle finger, 9 times. And then the heels of the hands go to the ears. Press in and then pull away 9 times. And then we'll beat the heavenly gate. So I'll show you what it looks like from behind. There's sinus cavities right at the occiput. So you want to take the palms of the hands, go over the ears, and then the middle finger comes over the pointer finger, and you find that spot. Okay, do that 24 times. It's really interesting to notice what happens. Right, the idea is that we've cultivated and harnessed all this qi, and we're going to draw it back down into the dantians. Okay, and then from here, take your tongue. Actually, first we're going to click the teeth together. I think the number is 32. And then we're going to run the tongue over the top and the bottom on the outside and the inside 9 times. Okay, and then swishing. And all of the qi and the saliva that you've gathered, gulp it down into each dantian. So it's 3. Mm. 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 And then again, always pause and notice. And we end the practice. This is the earth. This is the heavens. This is the human. It's really lovely to do a full practice. And we'll touch on it next week a bit more, okay? If you have to go, I totally get it. If you have a question, I've got like 5 minutes. If there's anything that's come up.
For me, I really felt the wood and the earth standing today.
Mm.
I don't know, there was some like clicking in my bones doing side stretch. It was really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always interesting to notice. I mean, I think I mentioned when I was sick last year, not this past March, but the first time I had COVID, and I was doing, this was like the only practice I could really do. And when I did my liver like ached, you know. So it's really interesting to slow down and like attend, you know. Attend to this thing as it shifts and changes. We're all swaying.
Gina,
Yeah.
I feel like I've got loads of blockages, which kind of makes sense, but quite deep, which you need to work on.
Yeah, so what I would recommend is doing, like, if one organ is calling you, do that organ for like 10-15 minutes straight, you know.
So that was my spleen mainly, yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's got some spleen stuff going on. Yeah, me too, for sure. For sure.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's a pleasure. I love sharing practice. It's really nice. It's joyful.
Thank you so much.
You're
That's
welcome.
wonderful. I feel so happy.
I can't wait till we all practice together in person someday. When we're all at Copan. That's the plan. All right. Well, you guys, please take care of yourselves. Hit me up. Anna, I look forward to getting your email and we'll talk. Okay. Bye, Chloe. So good to see you. Please be well, everybody.